Sanshing by Lin Hui. Sanxing, once called Presinoan, homeland of plains and gentle rise. Nutrient waters feed the ground where mist and colors blend around. Poem by Lin Hui. Hello, I'm Christina. Today I'm visiting Sanxing, Yilan. Did you notice the bald cypresses lining the path? The view's so beautiful. It's no wonder this town is nicknamed Little Europe. Next to the bald cypresses runs the Annong River. Guess what? The Annong River is actually the lifeblood of Sanxing. I wonder if you're excited about this trip as I am. Come explore with me. Let's go! Sanxing is located in the heart of Yilan. It's a key breadbasket in the Yilan Plain. Much of its rich produce is thanks to the Annong River. To truly understand Sanxing, we have to start with the river, and soon we'll discover why it's called the lifeblood of the town. I'm now arriving at Lanyang Power Plant. Interestingly, this is where the Annong River begins. Weird, isn't it? How can a river's source be a power plant? Why isn't it a waterfall or a lake in the mountains like most rivers? Let's try to find out the answer. Hello, Mr. Ye.
Hi, Christina.
I heard that the Annong River starts here. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Well, where exactly is the source?
Do you see those 4 water ducts?
You mean those huge ones over there?
Yes.
Wow, they're incredibly massive.
Yes, this is a hydropower plant, and the power we generate comes from the force of water flowing through those ducts.
Really? Can we get a closer look?
Sure, follow me.
Okay. All right. Wow, they're even bigger up close. I bet they're bigger than me.
Each duct is 2 meters wide.
2 meters?
Yes.
Whoa! So all of this is the source of the Annong River?
Technically, these are called penstocks. After we generate power, the water we release becomes the Annong River.
Oh, I see. So does the water flow down from the Central Mountain Range or the Shuishan Range?
Basically, you are correct, but we're at the second hydropower plant in the system. About 8 kilometers uphill, there's another power plant upstream. The water used there is sent here through channels, and the channels between these 2 plants were buried underneath the ground, so we can't see them. The engineering back then was impressive.
True. So I heard the river was once called the Do Winery River?
Exactly. Dianhui means electric light in Taiwanese.
I see.
Because the river was used to generate power lighting up people's homes. Later, Yang Ganglin, the provincial government chairman, changed the name to Annong River.
Whoa. So for a more meaningful connection to the area?
Exactly. Downstream, the river is used for irrigation, spanning 4 towns and 6,000 hectares of farmland. There's even rafting to experience now.
Rafting?
Yes.
So, can I give it a try?
Of course, but before that, I'd like to show you something special.
This plant was built during the Japanese rule and has been providing electricity to Yilan for more than 100 years. The buildings and equipment may look old, but they're still hard at work, generating power day and night. But what exactly is this special thing Mr. Ye wants to show me? Looking around, nothing here seems mysterious or like an ancient artifact. So no matter how hard I try, I just can't figure it out because nothing seems to have anything to do with the power plant. Mr. Ye, so is the special thing you mentioned in here?
Yes, it's right in here.
You sure?
These are our popsicles.
Popsicles?
Exactly. Chocolate flavor.
Oh, it smells yummy. I noticed the scent right away when I walked in.
Try it.
Ooh.
The chocolate contains 75% cacao.
Wow, it's very high quality.
Yes, other than chocolate, we have more than 10 other flavors.
Really?
Yes, there are kumquat, mango, dragon fruit, and more. Kumquat is a specialty here in Yilan.
Wow. Oh.
We also use Erwin mangoes from Tainan. They're the best. We always select fresh seasonal fruits.
But why do you make popsicles in a power plant?
Actually, we wanted to generate extra benefits for our staff. The profits from selling the popsicles are shared among the employees. It's been a big help to them. A popsicle selling for 20 to 30 NT dollars is a great bargain.
Whoa. You're right. Especially on a hot summer day, people always crave a popsicle like this. The popsicles are only sold in the summer. They're just so good, and they've even become the century-old factory's new hit. Summer days in Taiwan are scorching. Enjoying popsicles in the AC is definitely a good choice. But you know what? Sanshing has another great way to beat the heat. It's something truly refreshing. Check out what I'm wearing now. I'm not here for boxing. I'm here for rafting. I'm so excited because this is my first time. I'm feeling both nervous and excited. When I was listening to the instructions, I was like, oh my God, what if we capsize? I don't know what will happen. I heard this is the only place in Yilan where you can go rafting. So, come on, let's go now. I've never gone rafting before. The only images I had in my mind were from pictures on the internet. I know rafting in Taiwan is very famous. I've seen many photos of rafting from Hualien, but I've never imagined I'd actually try it myself. It feels completely different from what I expected. Watch out! This is different from a roller coaster. Roller coasters are man-made, but this is all natural. You never know when you'll bump into a rock, and it's a real deal, no practice run. Oh my God! I'm sorry. I've been cursing the whole way. I didn't mean to. It was just my natural reaction.
We're about to hit another sharp drop ahead.
Do I have to cling to the harness here?
Yes, don't let go unless we capsize.
Okay, got it.
What to do if we capsize?
Hold on to myself?
Exactly.
Oh, oh my God. Whoa. Why are you guys screaming?
We can make some noise together at the next drop, like whoa, whoa, whoa! Ah! That was just the first drop. There are 2 more coming up.
2 more?
Yes, it's going to be more exciting.
Okay, I've got to admit, while rafting, I really felt like I was in trouble. Every time I saw the drops and rapids ahead, my palms were sweating crazy. I was totally freaked out. Oh my God! Oh, not that scary. It looked terrifying.
Yeah, but it was over in an instant. You didn't even have time to scream.
I'm glad that my first time rafting was at Annong River. It was both thrilling and fun. Many children and adults alike were also enjoying themselves out there. I think the entire stretch we rafted through was really beautiful. But why is this river so suitable for rafting?
It's because the water flow is controllable. Basically, the power plant upstream regulates how many tons of water they release. Plus, different height levels are created by sand dams. Sluices also help in this. We applied for permission to construct these artificial dams so we can create fun slides. Everything is managed.
So the scenery along the waterway is absolutely beautiful. This is such a unique way to experience Sanxing, and I think it's totally worth it. You should definitely come rafting with them. Hello, Jian Yu.
Hi, Christina.
Is this where I'll be staying tonight?
Yes, this is our villa guest house. We're located near the
Wow.
Annong River, so you can try rafting or biking.
Oh, actually, I just went rafting this morning. It was such a thrill. Have you tried it before?
No, not yet.
No? You should. It's really worth it. The environment here is so beautiful. Is this place built among the rice fields?
Yes, we are surrounded by rice fields. It's very peaceful and perfect for families of all ages.
Yes, and there are bald cypresses nearby too.
Yes, yes.
Being surrounded by nature, it must be so quiet and comfortable here. So, is this space also yours?
Yes, we also have a basketball court and there's an open kitchen where guests can cook for themselves.
Ooh, so can I take a look inside?
Sure, this way.
Okay.
Christina, this is our open kitchen.
Wow, such a vintage feel. There are even old-fashioned windows and a bike.
And bikes.
Do we cook in here?
Yes, let's have a look inside.
Whoa! The size is about the same as my kitchen back in the US. I mean, it's huge. It seems like they have everything we need. If I ever come here with my friends, we wouldn't need to bring anything. It's all set up here.
Yes, we can also arrange for a food truck to come by and offer barbecue right here.
Whoa, there's even barbecue?
Yes.
Can you call them over this evening?
Sure, if they are available, I'll get them here.
Okay. Chen Yu just introduced this place to me and I found it truly relaxing. When I arrived, I noticed a set of swings. Next to it, there was an old-fashioned house. It was charming. The overall environment is so peaceful with the bald cypresses nearby, even on a scorching summer day. You can still find serenity when you visit this place. When I entered the villa, I was thrilled to see a pool. Soaking in the water is a must in the summer, but I didn't bring my swimsuit this time, so I'll definitely bring one next time.
This is your room for tonight.
It's spacious! But I'm traveling alone. Why are there two beds?
That's because our rooms are designed for families with kids. This room can accommodate 4 people. It's suitable for a family.
Wow, so I get both beds all to myself? You're spoiling me, you know. It's summer now, so many people may visit this place on weekends. They will probably spend one of the days river tracing or biking, and the other just staying here all day long, enjoying a day of complete relaxation. The environment is just so cozy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not in a karaoke lounge right now. This is in the villa. They've got an amazing setup here. We can sing our hearts out without worrying about disturbing the neighbors. Meanwhile, a sudden rain has made the whole villa even more picturesque. The aroma of food coming from outside is making me drool. I can't even tell you how much I'm looking forward to tonight's dinner. Whoa, there's so many dishes. What a hearty meal! We've got seafood, chicken, and vegetable. They'll definitely satisfy my taste buds. Actually, this afternoon, I've made a little request to Chen Yu. I asked him to arrange this barbecue, but I didn't expect that they'd be a chef. I thought you'd just drop off the food and we'll have to grill it ourselves. Do you also work with other accommodation providers?
Yes, we do. When there's a need, we design a set meal for customers. We provide the best ingredients based on their budget.
Whoa.
Typically, customers tell us the number of people they have and their budget, and then we arrange a meal accordingly.
So do you only operate in Yilan?
No, not just Yilan.
I see. So whenever someone calls you, you'll show up, just like Food Panda?
Yes, kind of.
Wow, so which dish should we start with?
I recommend our signature.
Signature dish? Which one's that?
The double roll.
This one?
Yes, red yeast sausage and chicken roll.
Whoa, it's so juicy. Are these abalone?
Yes, live abalone.
Ooh.
And we also have live oysters.
So it's like a surf and turf meal, right?
Exactly. We'll serve steak later, then earn roasted chicken and lobster soup to cleanse the palate.
Lobster soup?
Yes,
So you don't just offer barbecue?
you're right. Since not all our customers drink alcohol, we provide soup to help cut the grease.
Wow. So looking at this hearty meal, surf and turf barbecue and even lobster miso soup, I feel so grateful for this place. This environment is just perfect. I'm especially thankful because after I made the request to have this barbecue meal this afternoon, it actually rained here. But you still make it happen. This special barbecue feast really whetted my appetite, and dining in the middle of nature felt just so romantic. Want a relaxing, laid-back trip like this? With such a perfect vacation vibe, this spot is a must-visit when you're in Sanshing. Morning. I might look a bit tired. I had so much fun last night. The vibe here during dinner was so different from daytime. I say this because at night, with nature all around, it felt like you were camping. But the villa was just right there. I really loved how close everything was to nature. Hi, I'm curious, why are you guys picking up trash in such weather? We've been doing this for years. On the first Sunday of every month, we all come together to clean up the litter. So that's how you guys keep the Annong River so clean, right? Yes. Wow. Thanks to the volunteers for their great jobs. It's been over 10 years. Over 10 years? Yes. They're in their 70s and 80s. They're elders, but still very passionate. When I was biking here, I found the scenery along the river so beautiful. Oh, thank you. But a decade ago, it wasn't like this. You couldn't even see the river. Oh, you mean not at all? Not at all. The reeds were so tall, taller than us. No one wanted to come near this place because of the venomous snakes. And on both banks, you'd find dead animals everywhere. Oh, it's hard to believe that this beautiful Annong River used to be like a stinky ditch. If it weren't for these elders who worked together all these years, it wouldn't be this clean today. Picking up trash in the sun, getting all sweaty, I started questioning the meaning if. I even thought they were crazy to be so dedicated to do this. So after the hard work of picking up litter, it's good to be offered a coffee. I really appreciate it. No worries. So do the volunteers usually take a rest here after they're done cleaning? Yes, there wasn't even a toilet along the river before. The founder of our association fought to have one built here for people to use. Later, a volunteer started making coffee for people to enjoy. Then we thought, why not sell it here? We're on a tight budget. We always need money for maintenance. Oh. Well, I believe this also strengthens the power that brings you all together. You must be so proud of it. Well, we've transformed this place into something beautiful. A lot of tourists and friends say the Annong River is as beautiful as the Rhine today. But I'd say it's even more beautiful than the Rhine. Really? Definitely. Because our love makes the river unique. It's all about the volunteers, the elders, and every local in the town. This river reflects our love for this place. I think she is what we call an Iron Lady. 2 years ago, her husband passed away. I know this dream of maintaining the environment was something they shared. They wanted to bring this kind of beauty you see in Europe right here to their hometown. It's such a touching story. Even after her husband passing, she didn't give up on their dreams. She's still doing everything she can to preserve the beauty of this place. When you drive through Yilan, you'll notice lots of farmland. Look at the fields beside me. There are not only rice fields. Did you know that scallions are a specialty here in Sanshing? Today, we're meeting an incredible farmer who's won the Shennong Award. For those who don't know, the Shennong Award is given to 10 outstanding farmers every 2 years in Taiwan. Today, I get to meet one of the winners. Hi, Donghai.
Hey, you're here.
Yep, I am.
I've been waiting
Really?
a long time.
I went to grab my hat.
Is it that hot?
A little bit. Such hot weather, huh? Are these scallions?
Yes, they're a specialty here in Sanshing.
Ooh, can I take a look?
Sure.
Wow. Do they have a strong smell? Oh, it smells good. That's why Sanshing scallions are famous. So, what's so special about them?
You'll find out how good they are by biting into one.
Directly?
Of course.
Without washing?
I already washed it in advance.
Oh.
It's sweet, right?
And crunchy.
Exactly. The scallions produced here are good because they're fresh and succulent. See how it drips?
So that's not my saliva?
Of course not. Look, that's the sap. It's rich in polysaccharides. Because of Yilan's humid climate, it's perfect for growing scallions here.
Oh.
Let's harvest some. I'll make scallion fried rice for you.
Really?
Yes, pull them out without holding the leaves.
Okay.
In other words, we grab closer to the roots.
Like this?
Yes, good job.
Whoa.
Shake it a bit to let the dirt fall off.
Like this?
Yes, well done.
I'm pretty much enjoying this because it's really soothing. I almost forgot we're out here harvesting scallions on a hot summer day in June. It's surprisingly relaxing. Donghai mentioned that he takes care of a whole hectare of scallion fields by himself. That's really impressive. This feels a lot like meditation. You can feel the breeze, and there's something peaceful about the repetitive motion of picking scallions. In a way, it feels like my heart is set free. With the mesmerizing scenery, I got the chance to be a farmer for a day. The green, fresh scallions smell amazing. No wonder Sanshing is famous for them. Now, let's see how delicious scallion fried rice is when the scallions are this fresh. Oh, just thinking about it is making my mouth water. I can't wait to try it. Wow, so you're really skilled. Do you chop scallions often, or are you a chef?
I used to be a chef.
Really?
Yes, I
Whoa.
made Western food.
Western food? But I just noticed that there are stacks of scallions back there. And I was thinking, what are those ladies doing with them? What are they doing?
We harvested scallions, right? The scallions we just collected from the fields go into that small pool. Then these lovely ladies can clean and prepare them. If the scallions aren't presented nicely, no one will buy them. Now, while I chop these scallions, could you crack those 5 eggs in there?
You mean this bowl?
Yes.
You want me to beat them?
Sure. You don't have much else to do anyways. How sad.
Okay, this man beside me, he's as tough as Gordon Ramsay. But you can tell he's a real pro. Look at the way he stirs with the spatula, so effortless. You just know the food is going to be amazing. Wow! It smells yummy.
It's simple, no meat or extra ingredients, but trust me, you'll be amazed by the flavor, I promise. You might think it looks heavy, maybe even too salty.
No, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's just right. It just looks salty, but actually it's not.
Wow, so did you also grow the rice?
Perfectly chewy, isn't it?
It is.
It's just as tasty as any Japanese rice.
I agree.
See, I'm not kidding.
You won't believe it, but this award-winning farmer used to be a young, passionate chef. His dedication and perseverance helped him become a standout farmer. He grows scallions that are loved all over Taiwan. today, he still cooks to promote scallions from his hometown, Sanshing. Speaking of local delicacies in Sanxing, there's one place on my bucket list that I can't wait to go. It's hard to find, and if without reservation, you're out of luck. On this trip to Sanxing, I've been most excited about this restaurant. The photos I've seen were stunning. Now that I'm here, I discover it's not just the beauty of this place. The food in front of me is truly amazing too. I can't even decide where to start. I would recommend starting with the one closest to you. It's a sturgeon we cultivate using water from Keling Spring right here in Sanxing. So give it a try. Oh, I like the presentation. It's so beautiful. Thank you. I mean, it's a fish fillet, right? You're right. Sturgeon fillet. For the main course, we have many other options like beef steak and mutton steak. But we want our customers to experience locally produced food, so we also offer the sturgeon fillet. And this dish next to it, the rice ball, has a similar background. Oh, so what do you mean? Well, the rice we use is grown by a local farmer right here in town. The flavor is rich. I'm almost speechless. It's so delicious. I've been so distracted by this glass of wine. The base of it is rice wine. The rice we use is the same as the one in the rice ball. They come from the same field. I can't stop sipping it. I just can't. The wine is brewed at a nearby winery, Do Winery. Also in Sanshing? Yes. Wow, Sanshing has everything. Of course. What's that you're holding? This is miso paste made in Xinjiang village, right next to ours. It's organic. Oh, so Sanshing even produces miso? Yes, in Xinjiang village. This miso was made from organic beans. No wonder it tasted so good. And the black tea they used in the dessert was from Dongshan, a nearby town. The entire set, from the appetizer, main course, soup to the drink and dessert, featured top quality, locally sourced ingredients. For some reason, I found the owner exceptionally friendly. When we were chatting off the camera, she told me she lived in New York, not just NYC, but Manhattan. It made me feel like we have a bit of connection. With locally sourced ingredients, beautiful presentation, and her delicate touch, we can see the combination of different elements and taste the most authentic local flavors all at once. Watching this, you probably wouldn't know how hot this actually is. As I was spreading the rice, the steam rushed up to my face and it felt like I was in a steam room. Wow, now you might think I'm cooking rice for a meal. But no, I'm actually making sake. Yes, right here in Sanxing. I'm not kidding. The place I am now is a local winery in Sanxing, and it's the first in Yilan to be licensed to manufacture wine. Let me tell you, drinking wine and making it are two completely different stories. The process is tense. Everything takes place in 100% sealed rooms without AC. I was like, why am I even here? I'm feeling a little bit dizzy. It's just scorching hot. Oh my God, it was so hot. Can you see how drenched I am? I'm literally dripping sweat. I never imagined that making sake could be such an intense and unbearable experience. We had to work fast to cool the rice quickly before adding yeast and a specific kind of mold. I didn't notice just how fast every step had to be. If we slowed down even a bit, it could affect the quality of the final product. Look at me. I am totally soaked. To produce high-quality sake, every single step is crucial. Factors like the type of rice, the quality of the water, the temperature, and the humidity can literally influence the flavor of the sake. Knowing all this, you can understand why, even when drenched in sweat, they endure the intense heat working in a completely sealed room. The answer is simple. Only by sticking to the meticulous process can they produce such fine sake. Wow, I have to say what I'm tasting now is really good. So, is this the final product that we were just making? This one, right?
Yes, it's 100% locally produced in Taiwan.
Wow.
Let me tell you a fun story about it. Over 20 years ago, an agricultural researcher suggested we use Yoshino rice in my production. This rice wasn't available in Taiwan long ago. It was grown in Hualien and then sent to Japan for the Japanese emperor.
Whoa, so that's the story behind the rice.
We started making sake from this special rice.
So it's a variety of rice grown in Hualien.
Yes, and sake comes in many categories. Junmai is whole rice sake. On the other hand, if the rice is milled so that only 60% remains, then the sake is called jinjo. If the rice polishing standard is even higher, leaving only 50%, then the final product's called daijinjo. However, in Taiwan, there aren't enough rice polishing machines, which is why most winemakers don't produce jinjo or daijinjo. But in recent years, as more Taiwanese have come to appreciate sake, we've been able to introduce what we've been perfecting over the past 20 years.
My mother and I love visiting Japan. Every time we go to Japan, we make sure to try authentic sake, sushi, and other local dishes. But this Yoshino Jinjo that I'm tasting here is truly incredible. If no one had told me, I'd have thought it was imported from Japan. Honestly, when I tasted it, I couldn't tell the difference. Today, during the sake making process, I felt like we were filming a documentary in Japan. For a moment, I really thought I was in Japan. This has been a unique experience in Sanshing. I just noticed the label. It says Whiskey Taiwan Rice. So this whiskey's made from rice?
Exactly. That's another example. Over the past 20 years, we've focused on rice in our production. We collaborated with farmers by having them cultivate premium varieties of rice. Then we worked hard to develop new products with the rice they produced. In the past, people were used to whiskey being made from barley or malt.
Oh, so in the States, we also use corn.
Yes, corn. But when liquor is made from grains, goes through fermentation and distillation, has over 40% ABV, and is aged in oak barrels for...
Then it's whiskey?
at least 3 years, then this liquor can be called whiskey.
Wow, I see.
But the alcohol content is pretty high. For a lady like you, I would recommend something else.
Oh, it's sparkling like champagne, especially in this glass. Is this sparkling sake?
Not exactly the same. We combine rice with other ingredients like fruit or tea leaves and let them ferment. Then they're bottled to finish the process. So I'd say it's more like champagne.
Wow.
The bubbles are generated in the bottles naturally. I didn't carbonate the liquid at all. So that's the key part of the fermentation process.
I find what you said is very, very interesting, especially about the local alcohol drinks. Alcohol is very popular with tourists from abroad. For example, I'm half American, half Taiwanese, and I'm pretty curious about the local alcohol culture.
At first, we simply wanted to address overproduction of rice, which is why we focused on rice-based alcohol. But later, we saw other produce needing help, for example, fruit. Let's say when some fruit is slightly squeezed, it becomes less profitable.
Oh,
Even though the fruit's still perfectly fine, so we came up with this idea of making wine from it. As our selection of wines grew, it eventually shaped our local alcohol culture.
wow. This man and his brother's dedication helped the local alcohol culture ferment in Yilan and adding values to the products. This spirit of craftsmanship is something you see everywhere in Sanxing, be it the Scallion farmer Dong Hai or the Ma brothers at the winery. They all give off the vibe of hard work and dedication. Next, I'll be meeting a man with the same trait. But it's weird that he wanted to meet super early in the morning. Morning, Mr. Wong.
Hey, morning.
It's just past 6, so why do we have to meet up so early just to pick pears?
It's cooler in the morning. That way the pear pickers won't get as tired. Plus, the plants start photosynthesis faster once the sun gets stronger, and the sweetness in the fruit will move to other parts. So we have to pick them early to ensure the sweetness is kept in the pears.
Okay. So I've heard the pears here are famous, but I've never had any before. So freshly picked pears like these ones, can I try one?
Sure. Here you go.
Ooh, it's huge.
Yes.
Like directly? Okay.
Of course. Even the peel is edible.
It's so sweet
Yes.
and succulent. But don't pears usually grow better in places like cooler climates?
These pears have overcome that thanks to our agricultural technology. Where we're standing now is part of the Lanyang Plains alluvial fan. Water flows through the plain, bringing ideal nutrients to this area. We also use grafting techniques, bringing pear varieties from higher altitudes to grow here.
So they're originally from the hills?
Exactly, with grafting, adapted them to thrive at lower altitudes.
They're called general pears because they're a point of pride for Sanshing, sweeter and more valuable than others. They're exquisite and limited in supply. So people compare them to generals in an army. These pears are the pinnacle of quality. You might want to be extra careful when picking them. It's definitely no easy task. Like this?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but pull a little bit harder.
Oh, it's tough. A bit more? I'm giving it all I've got. Oh. Oh.
No.
Oh.
You finally got one off the tree.
When I was cutting the stem, it felt like I was training at a gym. I mean, the stem was really thick. Even when I gave it all my strength, it still wasn't enough that way. I needed to do this and this and this. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. This job really deserves respect. Mr. Wong mentioned that he picks 500 to 600 pears a day. I'm like, maybe 10 at most, no more. After just 10, my hands are shaking. See?
Harder?
I'm trying as hard as I can. Oh, sir, I need your help.
Sure, no problem.
Ooh.
Let me do it, okay.
Okay. Hey, you did it so fast while I'm over here sweating.
I know, I just wanted you to
Whoa.
experience it.
So can I use that tool?
Sure, but be careful. Here, press the button.
Whoa.
Let's get this pear.
It's so... Whoa.
Yes, just press
Like
here.
this?
Yes.
Wow! Mr. Wong took out this secret weapon, but this tool has only become common in recent years. So it's hard to imagine how painstaking it must have been before. They had to wake up early and pick 500 to 600 pears by hand. The pears are incredibly sweet and delicious, but you'll never guess the amount of hard work behind each one.
Okay.
It's like doing magic.
Yes.
We can buy pears from Korea and Japan as gifts, but are these general pears exported to other countries?
I'm afraid not. The area where these pears are grown is quite small, so they're only sold domestically.
Oh.
You can only get them here in Taiwan.
At first, I thought they might be no different from regular pears, but these are actually special. I feel truly honored to have the chance to try these pears today. Unlike the pears in Japan or Korea, these general pears are grown in smaller quantities so they can't be exported, but that makes them even more special. These pears are a real point of pride. They're 100% cultivated and perfected here in Taiwan. Hello. Wow, this is so cute. It reminds me of the black cat from Hayao Miyazaki's work. There are so many other cat patterns here. I also see some designs with mountains and fruits. So lovely. Yeah, there are many stray cats around the neighborhood. Those cats are actually the inspiration behind our designs. That's cute. Very interesting. Look at this mug. Does it have a special technique? Because it's in that classic blue and white. Yes, it's called blue and white porcelain. Obviously, it refers to porcelains with white background color and blue patterns. Whether it's the patterns of stray cats or chicks in rice fields, these porcelain pieces beautifully capture the essence of Yilan and the local stories behind it. And you know what the best part is? Besides simply admiring these charming designs, you can also create your own one-of-a-kind porcelain piece, a limited edition made by you. Okay, so what do you think? It's cute. I'm actually drawing my lovely pets from home. They're my little cuties, Daniel and Twinkie. They're my cats. So what's next? Now we start coloring. It's so interesting that they use Chinese writing brushes here. So when you brush it stroke by stroke, you can feel its weight and the pressure you need to apply. And at that moment, I felt a sense of calm. It's like I've reached a truly relaxed state. How would you rate this? Excellent. Really? Yes, I mean it. Really? That color looks great. I appreciate that. So what's next? Firing them? Actually, let's try a bit of detailing. Since you're drawing cats, let's add a few more touches to highlight your pattern. There's a very famous Taiwanese singer, Jay Cho. He has a song about blue and white porcelain. The lyrics are running through my head now. The sky is blue enough to expect the rain. I feel like I can relate to the sentiment here as I immerse myself in this experience. Do you think this is good? It's great. Yay! Yes. I can't wait to see how it turns out after firing. I've never actually handled blue and white porcelain before. My only connections to it have been this song, museum displays, or magazine photos. We Americans really admire this kind of artwork, but it usually feels distant, almost untouchable. Today, I got the chance to hold it in my hands, and it becomes so close without barriers. It feels like aesthetics can be part of my everyday life too. And I don't need to make my work artistic and flawless like we often imagine. Simple things like drawing my lovely cats are more than enough. I'm now standing at the Annong River Flood Diversion Weir. This weir divides the river into two flows to irrigate the fields in Sanshing, Wujie, and Luodong. After my short stay in this town, I see how the scallions, rice, and pears here are all tightly connected to this river. When talking to the locals, I notice the way their eyes light up. Their passion for sharing the beauty of this place is so genuine. When we visit Europe, we marvel at rivers like the Rhine or the Danube. They're, of course, stunning. But I believe the Annong River in Sanxing has its own unique beauty, just as remarkable in its own way. I'm Christina, and this is Linking368 Taiwan. Which town will we visit next time? See you guys next time. Bye!
留下未来光芒。路途西经，充满生命力。我的决心，让台台延绵。过去现在，和未来无限。台湾发展，全世界倾线。勇敢热情，脚步不停。在汪洋中，要游向未来。华丽转身，华丽转身，咱做伙华丽转身。伫汉之夜，心手相连下，拼出一片台湾。坚强玉起，坚强玉起，咱斗阵坚强玉起，成为一尾坚强有活力的台湾黑马。